Hi, Becca C. Smith here, and today I figure I'm going to try this new method of character developing process with you guys. So by the end of this video, we'll know if it works or not. I've obviously never tried this myself. I just thought of it the other day. Some of you may already do this, so this may not be new for you guys, but it is new for me. I kind of did it last time with Atlas Rising when I was having a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what was going on with my characters. But let's get started. As you can see, I'm sporting my 13th Doctor tee because Jodie Whittaker. I'm gonna gush for the whole season because it's just so good. It's just so good. And definitely going to be my reward system on Sundays. That'll be motivation. If I do X amount of words, I am allowed to watch Doctor Who, and trust me, I will hit that word count that day for sure. Okay, so what is this method? It's not really a secret. I thought of it because when I was having trouble with Atlas Rising, I had written the entire book. I felt like it's between two main characters. It's a mashup of both my series, the Atlas series and Riser Saga series. And I felt like my character from my Atlas series, Kayla, was just sort of flat. And the reason I felt that way is because it's 300 years later for her. Whereas with Chelson from the Riser Saga, it's literally like 2 months after her book just ended. But for Kayla, it's been 300 years, and she's had to do some horrible things. And I just didn't feel like it was affecting her. Like, she was just going through the action of the book and hitting all the points and hitting some emotional notes. Like, it wasn't terrible, but I just didn't feel like she had lived 300 years. So what I did is I just started writing short stories about her life and certain moments and really crazy things that happened to her and stuff that I had thought about as a character. I knew these things happened to her, but I didn't really experience them for myself, so she didn't really experience them. So I wrote all these shorts, and then I loved them so much that I decided to put them in the book. I actually made them chapter openings, like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 50 years ago, and every chapter opening of her chapter starts with something from her past. And then I actually did the same with Chelson, which was kind of fun too, because even though it's a small amount of past, she's 18, so got 18 years to play with. But it was really cool because then I was able to explore a lot of things with Chelson that I hadn't even thought of. So it actually made my book so much more emotional for me. So I thought about it and I was thinking, why don't I do that for character development before I even write the book? Then I can kind of get the voice down because I'll be writing these short stories about events that happened in their lives that were important. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to write a bunch of stuff that I think that, the usual bullet points of, okay, she comes from this family, she grew up hard, blah blah blah, this happened to her, mother died, blah blah, all these things. And then I'm going to take slices of their lives. It's 4 main characters. And I'm going to take slices of their lives and I'm going to just write little short stories of those moments. And I think it'll really help. And I may even be able to weave it into the book like I did with Atlas Rising. We'll see. So that is my experiment. So far, kind of working. I'm finding that I'm actually world building with my characters. I feel like I'm starting the novel, if that makes sense. Like, I started out I'm gonna do these short stories about pieces in their past, and now I'm writing out, once I introduce the first character, I'm writing out the history, and I'm actually, kind of feels like I'm starting the book, which is not what I wanted, but not necessarily a bad thing, because it is helping me get some things straight in my head, because a lot of you know who write fantasy. This is my first time doing it, so it's all new to me. I mean, I definitely do world building because I have things, you know, like I have dystopia books that take place in the future, so there's still world building, but again, it's on Earth. It's not a whole new planet with its own government, its own people, its own races, its own everything. So it is actually helping me form the world more than it's helping me with the characters. But I'm just starting, so I'm gonna get back to it. I need to take a walk. It's going good. I really do like this new method. I think it's really gonna help me. But it just got a little intense. I mean, I'm writing the scene where her mother dies, so it's a little intense. Good though, because now I'll have that depth when I'm writing her character, because she'll have already gone through that. So I'm just gonna walk around the park. I haven't really checked it out. It's kind of fun checking out other people's RVs. So that's what I'm gonna do. I get to come home to this little guy. What? Did I scare you? Did I scare you, buddy? So it definitely worked. I got some really good moments captured with my characters, and I really think that's going to help set the tone and know where they're coming from. And I picked like the big moments in their lives, like when, you know, one of the characters' mother dies, and like these, you know, traumatic, life-shaping moments, if you will. So I'm really excited. I think I found a new way to character develop, and it's actually really cool because it definitely gave me the opportunity to find the voice of each character, and really got me excited to start writing this book. And some of the stuff I can use, I mean, at least as reference. So, yay! And standing behind me, I'm airing it out because it has a chemically smell, is the room partition that I bought. I am making my own sound pod or sound studio so I can start doing my audiobooks again. I'm going to be doing a video on how I put that together. If you want to DIY your audiobooks. So anyway, thanks guys so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!